students. Now in this video we will be talking about the writing section, and in that writing section we will be covering a very important topic of description. Now from the word description we know that there is a word derived as describe, and to describe is that you have to explain the characteristics of a person or maybe a thing. Now in that case you have to define the appearance of that person or appearance of that thing, or you can talk about height, eyes, color, weight, and the physique of the person. But this type of description is referred to as factual description. Now description is basically of two types. We can describe description. They are of two types. First is my factual description, and the second type of description is considered as a process description. Here, when I was talking about describing the appearance of a person or a thing, or whenever you are describing an event that took place, that is all about a factual description, because here you are telling a fact about a person or you're describing a fact about a thing. But when we talk about process description, now process is the actions that take place, or a particular step. The step-by-step describing of something is referred to as process. So it is a step-by-step description, and that is referred to as a process description, right? When anything occurs or when we follow particular steps to achieve a result, that is referred to as a process, and when you're describing that process, it becomes process description. So today's video we will be focusing on process description. Now there are certain points which we have to keep in mind whenever you are describing or whenever you are explaining a process to do anything, right? The process does not complete until you reach a goal or until an outcome is deserved or desired. Here my process, suppose I say the process of making of tea. So there it is very important that you have to describe the steps in an organized and in a logical manner. So here there are simple points to remember. Points to remember whenever you are describing a process. First is that the steps that you are defining should be in logical and organized manner. This is the first and foremost thing that you have to remember, that if your steps are organized, only then a particular outcome will appear. If not, then your entire process description has gone into vain. Why? Because the desired outcome will never be achieved. So even if you watch videos where they're instructing you to perform a particular action, they first organize those steps in a particular order so that the desired outcome has to come. So this is my first step. The second step is that whenever you're describing a process, it is always in passive voice. You always have to describe the process in passive voice, and your process description should be logical, which means that a step-by-step instruction should be given. Now here we are going to understand the process description through an example. So let us take a look at the example. So now let us understand process description through an example. Now the example which I am going to explain to you right now is the same example which is provided in the content section. So when you click on the content section and visit the process description, the same example will be in front of you along with the answer. So here the question says that you have to take a bowl, or that you have to describe the process of making a pasta. Now there are certain hints that are given to you. This is in your active voice, but remember, as I said, that whenever you have to write a process description, the description has to be in passive voice. So here the example says that you have to take a bowl of pasta, wash it, then you have to fill a deep vessel with water and add salt to it, allow it to boil, and then add pasta. When the pasta is 3/4 cooked, then you have to strain it with a strainer. In a pan, heat oil, add chopped garlic and tomatoes, add the boiled pasta and mix it. Put off the flame, add grated cheese on top and enjoy the pasta. So now these are the hints that has been provided, and accordingly you have been asked to write a process description of how you have to make or how you have to cook a pasta. Now remember that first thing you have to keep in mind that it should not be like first you heat the oil and put the chopped garlic on it, then you put the cheese on top, and later you say that, oh, I forgot, first you need to boil the pasta as well. No, then it does not occur in a systematic order and my entire process description will go wrong. As it is, the steps that has been described, the same steps in the same order you have to write in your in your process description as well. So first I will say my answer over here will be that firstly you have to take a bowl of pasta. Now this is in my active voice, remember it has to be in my passive voice. So I will say firstly a bowl of pasta is taken and it is boiled in a deep vessel by filling it with water. Salt is added to the water as per the taste. So I have taken a bowl of water. I have filled my vessel with water. I have added salt to it. So till here it is done. Next I will say allow it to boil and then add pasta. I will say allow it to boil and then add pasta. I have already marked this in my sentence just by keeping it short, right? Then I will say when the pasta is 3/4 cooked, strain it with the strainer. I will say the pasta should be strained with the strainer when it is 3/4 cooked. It was an active voice. While writing the description, I have converted into passive voice, making sure that none of the points are missed out. This is done. Next is, I will say, allow it to dry. Then I will say, meanwhile, in a pan, oil should be heated. Later, chopped garlic and tomatoes should be added to the pan. Now I have added my tomatoes, I've added my garlic. Next I will say that you also need to add the boiled pasta. Then boiled pasta should be added after some time. And it must be mixed. Now once I've mixed the pasta, I will say the flame should be turned off. When I turn off the flame, and I will say grated cheese should be sprinkled on top. Then I say the pasta is now ready and it should be enjoyed. This is how I convert the hints into a complete description of the process. My process description should be step by step. So in this video, we have discussed not just factual description but another part of it, which is process description. And this is the example of process description, that is cooking a pasta with the complete steps. So keep learning and keep practicing.